Okay, yeah, the recording's been started. Give me 1 second to share my screen. I really don't care if people subscribe. Just fuck. Mhm. That's also just the natural what you put on yourself, because you're saying that it was working in open, and yeah, that works. The issue with open, it's open, and I think maker depending on like how you're doing and all of that stuff, it isn't nearly as intense as later. Like if you're wanting to play faster, the greatest enemy is yourself, and you just have to be used to fighting consistently at full performance. And the best way to do that is really close scrims and tourneys, but it's just hard to practice in general. Can I ask why y'all open top right? Because like I know that this is a pardon. Fair. I just ask because if you like anything that like a 1 star up like APS, Shark just dies instantly. Like no offense or buts, you just leave the zone open and Shark can explode. Like if Shark wants to be closer to y'all, that way if things go wrong, they back up and you can just shoot. That's fine. And I don't care about openings much. I'm just commentating or I'm just noting on that since Girlboss brought up opening stuff. Even though I see a little different. This is fine on pushing. It's just hitting the same areas. This is fine. Let me backtrack. There are like 3 things to keep an eye on. This is fine. I'd really just say it's making sure when you're focusing, you have someone with you. Like in this case, it's just scrapping. This you did do that, so it's fine. Like that'll just be practice with time. What? Okay, hold up. What is the plan here? Like I understand cheese backing off to pop zip. This makes sense to me. If this is the case, though, saying you should just be pushing in. Um, or like just pushing for top left. Like yeah, like or like you could hold up for top left or all the way into their spawn. You just choose neither and get shot in the back. Yeah. And like this splash just escapes because of it. This is fine. This is clean up. That's fine. Fair. Either way, though, I think you should just take ramp alone, or like without using Zip, because like if someone goes with you, that's fine. You trail anyways, and you keep your special for the next push. Um, and you have Zip. That's fine. Why not? Like why insta pop Zip when you're playing cleanup for top left? Like that, there it makes no sense to pop a special then. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I'll give you credit for the jump in. I don't think it's the best because it just makes the structure behind very weak, but the jump to some extent does work. I'm just gonna point out why to know where, like, what to look for. Y'all are pushing in, and yes, she's is in a 1v3. If you run in with them, Sam, that's just 3 people just bulldozing through mid. Because the thing is, their structure is going to be very pinpoint, which sounds fine. It's great when you're forcing, it's terrible when you need to defend. So like Mystic and Shark, both of you just sent through mid immediately. Because of how they're playing, they wouldn't actually have tools to defend you. Because y'all just kind of slowed down there. So what happens is, Cheese goes down, which makes sense. Sand jumps in and gets a trade, um, which is fine, but you'll stay there, and now they get a chance to actually put their force back together, which is what leads to that Zuko killing. Like, yeah, uh, 2v3s aren't actually that bad to win. Here, let me back up because I can show you some angles, or show you the way that I see it. So right here, actually, hold on, let me back up a little bit more. Because on, like, numerically, yes, it is a 2v4 if they push in, right? I'm gonna pause right here. What is looking at them? What is able to shoot back? This is a 1 versus training room dummies. Or this is a 2 versus training room dummies. They literally cannot shoot back at you. And it's also why I disagree with you jumping in, Sam. Because it's like, yes, you say, and yes, you get a kill. They weren't in the game anyways. If you could put that force in front, that's a lot better, in my opinion. But like right here, they're only now turning around. So like if you would have ran earlier, like you need to force the game to be at your pace. Let me rephrase and keep one. That jumping was stupid. Yes, you saw them for half a second extra. Yes, you got a kill. The things that were there were already doing nothing, and they were already being stalled out by cheese. So you jumping in literally does nothing there. If she's won their fight and you jump in, yes, things can happen. However, it's a 1v3. You're not assuming that you're going to win that fight. So, like, effectively, you jumping in just adds another target for them to shoot at. Because here's the thing, when you're jumping in, it's the same as a training room dummy. You're doing nothing for the situation. And I'll be real, watching this is a little bit abstract. I want to look through the other games before talking about it. It doesn't feel like you're forcing the game's pace. Like, it doesn't feel like you're saying, hey, this is what we're doing, you need to respond or die. And if you're playing a comp that isn't revolving on specials, you need to be playing that way. Because, like, here's an example I can point out. Shark Cheese, both of you should be staying there or trying to push for top right. Nothing is on top right. That should have been called by Sam. Um, and if you'll push for top right, the enemy team has to respond to, hey, there are now things here. If they don't, you get jump-ins for free. Or actually retaking from super far back. You're just working from, okay, we're in a slightly disadvantageous spot, but it's hard to get us out. With Cheese, you back up Shark, you get left alone. And do you see how weak the structure is now? Like, if I remember, like, they can literally just run in for free. This is fine, you're pushing in with specials. And here you're dictating the pace of the match. And if you notice, this is when you're getting your kills. Hey, what happened on this version? Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot of things not going as in-depth as I'd like to be, just... That's fine. That happens. I'm not gonna comment on stuff like that. Yeah. Like, that happens, and goes down to a bomb, stick its point, that's fine, that happens. Like, I'll be real, looking at this, though, it doesn't feel like y'all are just taking spots where the enemy team has to deal with you, or that just puts you in a good position. Because, like, right here, geez, if you push for top right, they don't have tools to get you out. Like, none of y'all have taken top right ever. Like, okay, no, I'm lying, you only took top right for, like, half a second on opening. That's the most you've been there the entire game. But, like, I'm gonna point out right here, because you stay up here for a bit, geez, do you see how hard it is for them to get you out? This is what you should be playing for. They don't get to set the pace of the match because you're sitting there. And here, like, when you're able to push in, this is good. Yeah, like, this is fine. This is what you're looking for. What is... Yeah. Like, looking at this, you have the right idea of playing fast, but you aren't just saying, this is an area, we are taking this area, we are going here. Because that's the missing step to this formula. The reason I say it's the missing step is you can have all the speed, you can know all the right locations, you just have to push it eventually. And you're kind of pushing it alone. If I remember, this is y'all's successful hold, and y'all end up pushing the... Yeah, you push this much out. Like, holding up here is where you want to be holding. Because now you dictate the entire pace of the match. And this is where this hold is successful. That Zuka's unfortunate. Yeah. Like, some of this is unfortunate, just need to be setting up. It's just, you aren't actually giving yourself time to set up and go, hey, this is where we're wanting to go next. Because, like, right here, this is fine. Y'all should be saying we are holding here and just waiting. Or if you want to take PS's approach, you just run at them. The issue is you do neither. Like, y'all are playing so frantic around where you are that Zuka's able to catch you just because it sees you. Mystic, you get caught out because you're just in a bad position. At least for the time of the match, and Shark, you just get caught out on the jumping, which is fine. Like, I'm gonna put it right here. Do y'all notice how Sans opening up left side and y'all don't just push it? Like, Mystic pushing here is the right play. This is what y'all should be doing. Because I want y'all to see what they have to do around Mystic. Mystic pushes in, and this edit backs up. Like, the entire space and the entire crux of this push that you're having now is the fact that Mystic pushed in and the enemy team has to respond to that. Because it feels like, this is what I'm seeing from Overhead. It feels like you're saying, okay, this is the area we want to take. Let's prep this space and then take it. The issue is prepping first, taking second. Do you know what the enemy team can do in the second that they notice that you're prepping it? Yeah. Or the worst option, okay, cool, you've just prepared the area. What if I just walk into the area and shoot you? Because preparing the area is not the same as holding the area. Because, like, the edit quite literally actually pushes in because Mystic is the only one who is taking that area. And yes, it works, but do y'all see how messy this is from the one decision of, hey, we're gonna slow down and not force? Because it feels like you'll just need to say, like, on retake, this is the one area we're going. We go here, and then we just send it. Because that's the issue I was noticing. This is good. Let's see, what y'all do here? What y'all do here? Great, I agree with this. Saying you were just a bit slow in playing that action. At this point, y'all can't run in. Like, if you, for your comp, you can only really run in when the enemy team is dead. So, like, wasted if your goal is to play defense, but, like, sure, I get the idea of going up here, just, like, it's fine, but Sam's pretty much dead there, Mystic, you cannot push up here, my friend. If y'all are playing to fight, just fight. Here's the thing, this is what sucks, and I'm dealing with this on myself and with my improvement. You're gonna die. Just run forward. Just do the thing anyways. See what works, see what doesn't, and then you just adjust your play. Because the issue is you play slow as if you're playing defense, which is fine. The issue, you played slow like you're playing defense, and then you try to play offense. Those two don't work. They have very different timings. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I just now realized apparently Discord has not been picking up any of y'all's audio. Hooray.
Oh, fire.
That's fine. I'm just
Yippee.
unmuting my desktop audio.
Unfortunate.
That is
Yay!
unfortunate.
It's fine. It's not that bad. Y'all can pick up enough. This is fine. Like, I'm wanting to point out here. Y'all, and this is where things work. Like, you slow down, you have to play defense now. And this is where things are working.
Yeah.
This is fine. I wish y'all just committed to playing defense here. It's like you're wanting to fight and you just die to a bomb for that. Like, you can push for top left where the draw is. And what's the enemy team going to do? Push you out of there? Like, they can try, but you're a stamper. You don't get to 1v on a stamper.
Yeah.
So, like, they get in on top left, and that's what crumbles your defense. Oh, I remember seeing that. That's fucking vile. That really
Yeah.
is.
Big hit bar.
That's fine. Like, y'all end up having lead, which is what matters in this case. Like, this is good. I'm again wanting to point out what Mystic is doing. Mystic running in is the right play. Like, do you see how the entire enemy
Yeah.
team structure has to revolve around Mystic now? This is what y'all
Right,
are
right.
missing. Because, like, this retake should be successful because Mystic just ran in and said, oh, look at me. And they looked at y'all.
Yeah.
Or, like, Mystic, you going up here is forcing. This is what you're wanting to do.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to...
Missed that jump there, but ignore that. I missed the jump. I was going from top right to top left, but
common
I
on
missed the
mechanical
jump.
stuff like that. It happens.
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of hard to find plays which are forcing. Y'all just need to look for plays where if you go here, the enemy team has to move or you are going to kill it.
Right, right.
Because with
okay.
those plays, the enemy team now needs to go, okay, we either move or fight back. Or anything else that they do is just good for you. If they move back, you just have to be careful that they don't shoot you while you're moving in to try to kill them. Or they don't quickly reclaim space. If they decide to fight back, you just have to be the better team. This is fine, this is good for defense. Like, here, I'm wanting to point out, y'all are playing defense here, which is fine. If you want to play offense, you have to full send for their spawn way earlier.
Yeah.
Look, Mystic, I get the idea of going forward, you kind of just commit and die. In that situation, you could have just run all the way in, that's getting into microscale stuff, which is not what I want to focus on for now. Look, if you're playing defense, just full commit to defense. And I'll give you all a tip for zones, which helps when you play a more offensive style. You have 20 ticks left on the timer, just play for zone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the rule Fun PS has is the last 30 ticks, we just play zone. This is good of staying up there, Shark. If someone jumps, that's very good. Unfortunate. Actually, I want to point something out. Do you notice how the shot had to force Shark out? And they're now wasting very valuable time dealing with that? Those
Yeah.
are
Should
the
I
plays you're
Drop
going
or should I
to
just
do.
fought it?
Either. I don't disagree with.
I
don't
really,
disagree with
I
you.
remember, I do remember that moment because like I was like in the process of missing like 5 shots and I was like, nah, I just don't think it's gonna
That's
change if I keep
fine.
fighting this.
Trust your drought.
Yeah,
Like,
I do that
here,
occasionally where it's like I'm taking a fight and I
Mhm.
miss my first like 3 shots and
That's
I'm just
fair.
like,
Yeah. Like, I'm just wanting to point out here, when you're getting successful pushes, you just make them react or die. What the fuck?
I was zip recalled. I'm sorry. I.
Here.
okay.
Like, if this play is good, I agree with going forward, Mystic and Shark. I actually agree with this play. It's what y'all do from here. It feels like you're taking the space because it's the right area, not I am taking this space to stall them.
Yeah.
The reason you go up there is it's fucking hell to get you out. But both of you instantly
do a
try to
bomb.
take fights and then die. And then
I think I had to do a
Sam-
bomb, didn't I?
Maybe?
I had to do a bomb. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I just didn't see it.
That's the case that happens, but Mystic, you instantly fight.
I wanted to
Sand,
fight.
Sand, I don't know why you're jumping there. They're on full
I-
respawn cycle. Like, you just got a wipe and you decided to jump into their spawn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't go to give you the benefit of the doubt, my friend. You just wiped them. And you're
I just
in
wanted
their
to get up there
spawn.
quickly.
To be fair, San has had a few bad jumps this match already.
I blame Tormy for that.
Like, it's fine to have bad jumps. It's just being able to define why it's bad, and some jumps which end up being bad are acceptable. I don't see a case where this jump makes sense. If 2 people died in their spawn and then you jump, this makes sense to me. The issue is they're just now respawning. Because if y'all had played slow here, this just sets you up perfectly. And yeah, like y'all just get caught up by bombs, which is fine. Here y'all just need to take a breather and wait for respawns. It's boring, but it's the correct play because you need one retake. Yeah, and this is just... I'm wanting to point out, y'all are just not making them pick an action. Because look, Mystic, you were on the left side, I know it's scary, stay there. And same with you, Sam, because you were actually far enough up. But like, y'all see where the wall is and like where that edge is shooting? Y'all should be there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
there or somewhere further back in your spawn. Like, either is fine. But the thing is, y'all go in and you make them do a forcing. You, like, force a forcing action from them, right? Because Mystic went into the spot where if Edit doesn't fight back, or the team doesn't help the Edit's going to die. Like, that's just a binary thing. They now have to pick an action. The action they chose is fighting, and they pop Zuka here, and this is why you die Mystic. Let's see, what happens here? This is good, this is gonna forcing. It's just regular forcing. I get the idea of forcing right side, right? I just have one simple question. What does forcing right side do here?
Fucking nothing. We need zone.
Yeah. Like, if Sam's goal was to go down the martyr here while y'all paint zone, I agree with this play entirely. The issue is y'all try to fight with Sam. And you don't just gun for zone.
Yeah.
Like, the issue there was just very bad target selection. Like, where are you focusing?
Right, yeah.
Like,
Okay, I'll definitely keep that in mind.
like, I get the idea of, like, oh yeah, there's 3 on top right, I have zip, I want to fight them, our comp is built for fighting. But, like, you know the ultimate way to win any fight? Or the best fights to take? Are the ones you don't have to take at all. Like,
Yeah.
exact same rule for anyone who takes martial arts. Yes, you learn, yes, you practice. You know what the best rule is for if someone wants to fight? You don't fight them. If you
Yeah,
don't have to fight
so-
them, you shouldn't. Like, here, you don't need to force right. Like, Shark is by zone. If y'all went zone, like, Mystic Cheese, if you were both with Shark on zone, this is the freest cab. But Edit just kind of beams you down, and now it's way too late.
Yeah.
Like, from what I've seen, y'all's biggest issue for retaking stuff is just, you need to pick one area and just go. Okay, this is the humpback game. I also remember seeing the same thing here, because I remember y'all saying, Sam, you needed to slow down when we dropped, but like, no, Sam had the right idea, y'all just needed to force an area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's... This is fine when open. Like, I'm not gonna comment on openings too much, unless y'all want to, but that would be a different guy thing in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to point out though, y'all do split up, which is fine. It's just be aware if Bamboo is one of your last 2 players alive, you might not want to split from it. Like, this is nothing against you, Shark, this isn't doubting you. However, it's the
But it's
mere
not a
fact that
consistent weapon.
eventually you are going to miss.
I probably only hit like maybe 20-30% of my shots. Like it's
Even if you hit 50%, that's still very risky. This is good on the dropping. Like, I'm wanting to point out Mystics and you dropping here is the right play. I wish you continued forward, or just stayed in. Because the issue is you both had different ideas. Because like Mystic, you got in, you broke Crab, that's great, and then you instantly jump out. Why? Like, I know Crab is scary, here's the thing. If Crab is still alive and Sand doesn't kill it, you're dying anyways. And you can worry about rain first. Inside if this comes off as harsh, like, the thing I'm noticing from y'all is you're setting up in positions to deal with objective, and then you just don't focus objective. Because, like, Mystic, if you
Okay, I
stay
walked
there,
in.
you're perfect.
It said something about me.
This is good here.
Oh, why did I jump there? Yeah.
Don't know. Like, this is good here, you're fighting in front of rain. This is what you want to do. This slows their push entirely. If you didn't jump, I think you killed them before this push even gets going, by the way.
Yeah.
This is good on playing slow here. Yeah, like, this is me being nitpicky, I'm not gonna go too in-depth. But, like, Sam, you going here is flying cheese, I get the idea of going for darts, but you should instantly be fighting for left.
Yeah.
Like, unless you know for a fact Rain is going to full commit in, then it makes sense to stay with Sam, but go left and force Rain to pick an action. And this is good here. And this is the moment I remember y'all calling out after the game. Where's Androck? Or, no, this isn't it actually. This was fine. Like, I just want to point out here, y'all's objective does not, or y'all's focus does not feel like it's on Rain. Because y'all have, like, an advantageous position here. Like, yes, Santa's in the middle of nowhere thanks to Zip. This is fine. Like, if y'all fought for the same thing, you'd be fine here. It's whatever, I'm not gonna talk too much on smaller stuff like that, because that's just with time.
Yeah.
But yeah, please tell me I'll grab and go. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we do. And loves jumping in.
No, that wasn't a jump, I don't think.
I was not a jump in. I was just.
Oh, wait,
diving in
was
the
it
corner.
not?
What does going up there accomplish?
I don't know.
Okay,
Because I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking, I just want to book it for that corner or like hold off mid.
now here we go. What if
one
you
thing
go
I'll-
to their elbow? Because you get the exact same
Yeah.
position in the exact same fighting spots.
One thing I'll say
Yeah.
is Sand specifically, just because of the nature of your weapon, I feel so much more comfortable playing when you are close to me. Just based off of how our weapons interact together.
Mhm.
Whenever you are near me, I swear to God, I hit more shots. It's
But
I
Same, though.
like having you near me because I feel safer. Generally.
Yeah.
It's when I just feel the safest and I feel like okay, no matter what fight's about to happen, I'm probably gonna be okay.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Anyways, Sand, why do you go up here? This does nothing.
I
You're
don't
pushing
know. I think-
Rain. You should be prepping ahead for Rain.
Yeah.
Like, I'm willing to drill this until it is stuck in every one of your heads. What wins you games?
The objective.
The objective.
Objective.
Okay, so with that in mind, Santana, what does this play do for objective?
It doesn't move it forward.
It doesn't, yeah.
Under that logic, is this a good play?
No.
Then don't do it, please, because you just kind of run forward and die. Because you see where Mystic and Shark are now? You should be there and you can guard from mid.
Yeah.
Like, this was the right push. I'll be real, the entire reason this push falls apart is because you went up there, Santana.
Mhm.
Like, this isn't even wanting to be harsh, it just is.
Right.
I don't disagree with fighting range here. This is unfortunate, yeah. Did you know there was a flank going on?
I think we
I
did.
don't- Okay. I'd have to hear our comms to know for sure. I feel like if I
Maybe
knew, I
she
would be
wish someone
shooting at it.
called it out.
Yeah, hold on,
Yeah.
yeah. Your perspective, Cheese, because if you
I think
can-
despite getting it called out, but I think Cheese was still caught off guard because I don't think he
The range.
saw exactly where it was, but he knew that it was around there.
Fair. If you know it's somewhere on right side, call it, because here's the thing. If you know there's a flank, you should just run forward.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
I mean, I knew the range was shooting at me. That's why I dropped in the first place.
Agree with
but
dropping
I
that.
do-
Like, it makes sense. It's just the duels. It's not... Like, I don't disagree with why you got there. It's just, like, here, Mystic and Sand both should have ran forward. I think you both should have ran forward anyways, because it's just our range in a 1v2. Oh no, the range hit one of you with a direct. It has to sit there for a full second and die.
Yeah.
Comp is very good at fighting in pairs. Take your 2v1s. Nothing on their comp can actually beat you if you throw it into a 2v1. Like, maybe the dualies and Dapples can if they get lucky, that's it. And I'll be real, if that starts being an issue, you just put Mystic and Cheese on it, and now suddenly they don't want to fight or play the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this crowd just does so much damage, and y'all, like, back off. Like, it feels like you're backing off and you're trying to take fights that don't directly deal with objective.
Yeah.
Because, like, I know it's scary staying up there, Mystic. Stay up there anyways or jump up to Shark.
Oh,
here's-
true, yeah.
The thing, I get why you back up, like, that crab is scary. You know what's scarier?
I'm KOing.
Losing the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's scary because of that, but if Cheese was going that they were going behind Crab, just trust Cheese gets there in time or trades you out. Because rain is top priority, no matter what you're doing. You back off, and do you see the space that you were just in and how rain takes it for free? That's what you want to avoid. Like, This is going to sound so silly, and so many people don't understand this about Rainmaker. People see Rainmaker as a mode about pushing, right? Rainmaker is a mode about how well you can hold. If you can hold areas well and offensively, Rainmaker is the freest mode in the game.
Yeah.
If you play Rain for pure offense and you don't set up holds, they just get a push for free. Because, like, if y'all remember when Sand Panda dropped into Bit or into Street and then Zipped, the enemy team was just moving to move, and they weren't doing anything, so that gives you a free push. Yeah, this is good being able to find the pick shark. It's just like, here y'all just need to be setting up and taking space in front. I don't know how much I agree with this Rain pick. I get the idea, it's just timing. Because, like,
Yeah.
riffing off of what I was just saying for Rainmaker being a mode about holding space, that space on the left is still theirs. So yes, you can get it out. If you die, they're just gonna pop and run it again. If you're playing for your team to set up, that's fine. Though I'll say for where y'all are now, I wouldn't worry about doing plays like that. Because a play like this makes sense if everyone is on the same page of, okay, everyone is going to be setting up for defense right away. But like, Shark, you back out, Mystic, this is fine. Like, y'all don't hold the space on the left, which is the only reason that play would work.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this Reef just does a lot of damage. Thank you for saying in Mystic, because you've slowed Rain down a lot here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be real, if you jumped out, you would have lost the game by now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a good catch. That Dewey is going to be unfortunate, that's fine. Like, right here... Dewey's... Okay. Y'all have the right idea of trying to drop it out. I wish you just... no, this is fine. I don't disagree with any of the plays that happen here. Yeah, like, I think the main thing is y'all aren't just saying this is where we're going and you have to deal with this. Because, like, let me back up to the spot, because I think y'all are probably on defense around here-ish. Let's see... Yeah, so, like, right here, they're pushing you in. And you know you have time. You don't say, okay, we have the time, we're pushing far right. The enemy team now has to deal with this pushing far right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can make 1,000 plays. If the enemy team can just walk past you, why should they entertain your play?
Yeah.
If something that pushes objective, why should they entertain your play? That's the issue y'all are running into. Here. Do y'all mind if I go over one more? I want to see if this aim pattern is there on the last game y'all played. And then I can show you an example from PS to show you what forcing plays will look like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I remember correctly. This is the game that like, I mean, I consider like the most intense game in my entire life.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I watched back this replay myself, a little bit, and I wrote
Dead Dance
a little bit,
this one? No, that's a different one.
because I remember in this opening we killed both of the Tetras, and we end up in a position where the Zap is ahead of us and the Forge is behind us. And I end up going back for the Forge, and it like costs us a wipe. Like, and it's really bad.
That
but I'll let you
happens.
watch it and see what
Yeah,
you
I
think.
just want to watch overhead stuff. This is fine. Yeah. Y'all should just run forward here. Like, just to give a simpler thing to work with, if you run forward, the enemy team has to push into you. Why are you pushing into the enemy team?
Yeah.
Like, yes, the entire thing of offense is you want to push into the enemy team. The other thing about offense is you want to simplify it so you push into the enemy team as little as you need to. Like, you want to push into them enough until you can get a wipe and make them push into you. Because y'all just kind of get split, and that's what leads to this. And this is really just a thing of y'all should have a conversation of what you want to do about like flanks or things that are behind. If the team says, okay, we want everyone to go back for whatever that thing is, that's fine. If you want the team to go, everything goes forward and we just wait for the flank to come into us, that's fine. You just need some form of answer for that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Because that's what breaks apart this opening. But I will say this
I like
wasn't
the
just on
answer of
Yuji's.
ignoring flanks.
Pardon?
I like the answer of ignoring flanks and just pushing forward.
Fair.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think Shark could have handled it, like, in that instance.
That's fair, yeah. Now, what the hell happened here? Because this is good of staying behind this. Okay, you just get caught out sometime. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I wish you just stayed and dealt with objective. Because I know the fight
Okay.
is very appealing, especially because it's an Enzap. You know what's going to force the entire enemy team to be off of your team?
Flipping the zone.
Yes.
A big square.
Because, like, I think you win this fight, but you go back for it. And do you see how now it's super tricky because the enemy team is back in zone? If
Yeah.
you just kept zone
In
and
the
forward,
thing that wins the game.
yeah. Like, yeah, because now you're just fighting the pro, yes, you catch it, but do you see how messy this gets because they get to jump in for free? They end up doing it poorly, but still. This is good on pushing up. I was going to yell at you, sure, if you didn't. Yeah, this is very good on pushing up, and this is just as a team. But I want to back up and point out the entire play that y'all did. And yes, the sage helps you a lot here, I still want to point it out. Santana going in here is a very forcing play. Because Santana going in here tells the enemy team, you are either going to move back or fight, or you are going to instantly explode.
Yeah.
And right here, y'all can see it. What the fuck is going on downstairs? So I'm just hearing something screaming. Whatever. Like here, Mystic, you're saying this is good. This is very forcing. That's why this like hold is successful. Good on backshees, I agree with this. Yeah. I disagree with going so far forward. I know why if you can jump out to a teammate. This is with hindsight, but yeah. Like, the only thing that really happened here is something flanked and it was a bit of a slow reaction and a weird reaction. Which is fine. That happens. Like, y'all were not in a good spot to actually deal with that flank. Like, the funny thing is I think the correct answer to dealing with that flank is deal with its teammates first and then turn around and deal with the force that's flanking. So, like, right here, because y'all are in a very good spot, yes, Forge escapes. If y'all jump to Shark and worry about what's in front, you're in a very good spot, because you can take a 2v2 and then turn around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, with that, I think you can kill the Reef before it comes online, which is what gives them zone cap.
Yeah. Yeah, because they would have to run up to us to be able to top three.
Yep. Yeah. Like, that's really the only mistake there. That was just very good on pushing in. That's just a mechanical error. Let's see. This is good. I wish I pushed up earlier. Because I know you're wanting to push up with Zip. But the thing is, elbow is free, and that's a very forcing play. So like here, Mystic, if you just drop and instantly play for a fight, do you see how it's just a Tetra? And this goes for all of y'all. Just Mystic is the furthest up, so I can yell at them the most.
Yeah.
If y'all push for the Tetras, it's alone. And do you see how the second you push, this thing is upright and running back? This is what you play
and
for.
then they
To move, and they have to respond. And this is why this push is successful. Because you see how they have to move. The two Tetras try to fight, and then the two shooters try to back off.
Yeah.
So you got a full wipe because they made all of the wrong decisions.
Hooray!
For the record, y'all did make the right play a lot, but
Yeah.
being hyperbolic is fun. Yeah, like, this is good. Y'all are pushing in and forcing them to deal with you. This is what you're looking to do, especially with more fighty fights. Good. Yeah, like, I'm wanting to point out, y'all see how the enemy team is being forced to deal with you? And this is buying you so much time. This is what you're looking for. And I'm wanting to point out, I'm going to back up a little bit, y'all made 4 mistakes on this hold. Like, 4 of y'all died on this hold. If I was counting that right. So let's see, you push in, Mystic dies, Santana dies, and then I believe, yeah, and then Mystic, you jump in again, and then you instantly explode.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah.
And then Santana gets in. Notice you just had 3x. And the enemy team
Yeah.
isn't any closer to
we're
being out
still
of their
holding.
spawn.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is
only
what-
one of us technically needs to live, right?
I definitely want
Mhm.
2 for holds, but yes, only really one of y'all needs to. Because it
Needs
just
to.
gives you jumps.
So if you
back.
want to.
Yes. You want 2, but you need 1. Like, here again, y'all are pushing forward, and look at the they have to deal with what you're doing. Like, I'll be real, the biggest mistake is that y'all just didn't force in here.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm
tricky
seeing
on
that.
this
I'm
stage.
like, why did we even back up right there?
It's probably because it's last 30 seconds, y'all really wanted to win. Because later in the sets, especially when you're down 0-4, you put a lot of pressure on yourself for, we need this win, let's play safe.
Yeah.
The thing is, y'all back off of ramp. I'm wanting to point something out. Where all of y'all are now. This seems like a comfortable spot, and this seems like a good spot for holding, right? It's a trick.
Right.
This is the easiest spot to get forced out of in the game. or not in the game, but on this stage.
Mhm.
Because they're going to run for zone, and they're in crossfire going to force you out.
Yeah.
Also, the second something pushes a ramp, you'll have to back up, and you have to keep backing up. One day I'll probably end up bringing up thresholds. It's a whole different concept, and I sadly do not have time to really go in depth on it. But y'all just back up, and you just keep backing up. This is good, but I'm wanting to point out, do you notice how they got onto their ramp already? It's too late to
Yeah.
go into defense from here.
Right.
Like, your goal on this stage is to keep them off of ramp. So when y'all decided that you were gonna have, like, a family... Yeah, like, y'all were just deciding we're gonna have just a team picture right here, for some reason.
Yeah.
Y'all give up ramp for free.
Interesting.
Like, y'all should be on ramp by now.
Yeah.
Because if you
Yeah.
notice, that's their entire focus. And now they get to ramp, and the second they get to ramp, they pop their reef. And this does so much harm to your structure. And now you just have to be the mechanically better players. Which is hard, and y'all just get forced into 1v1s because of the reef. Which is fine, like, that was a good push, I'll be real, the only thing you need to do is just keep that push in the last 5 seconds. I know it sucks, but you have to do it anyways.
Yeah.
This is good. Where do y'all try to retake from? Y'all should be matching Mystic. Wait, I'm wanting to point out, she is staying sharp. Do y'all notice how you're staying far back? The enemy team
Yeah.
can't push into you, right? I get that's why you're standing
Yeah.
there. You don't want them to be taking more space. Here's the issue. Who needs to be taking space right now at this state of the game?
Needs to be
Yellow
us.
team.
Us, yeah.
Is that not green?
It's
I think
both.
that's yellow.
I think it's yellow green. We do not have time
It
for
looks
this
pretty
discussion.
Okay, let's keep going.
But like, y'all stay back. So do you see how the Tetras get in for free, and now all of a sudden, shit, there's a reef slider on our bamboo.
Yeah.
Y'all playing slower gives them the space to push in for this. Like, Mystic has the right idea of holding forward. Y'all need to match Mystic more. And hey, we are fighting forward, and we are holding forward.
Huh.
And then yeah, like this is fine, Mystic. You should have been pushing up with the Sif. I'm going to yell at you for this. Not actually, but
Yay. But yeah. I see.
because with Zip, if I remember the first thing that I brought up, like in the first coaching session, when I saw the first Zip, Zip is great because the enemy team has to look at you and it's going to tear apart enemy structures. So right here, the Zip goes off. Do you see how their entire structure is just on Zip? If you run in, you have 1 versus training room dummies. Those are the fights you
I
want
think
to
I
take.
was just looking at the right drops.
See,
And then I went, nah, I'm gonna go for mid.
yeah, like your first option should be going for mid. I know that the right drop is tempting, but
Yeah.
here's the thing: the right drop isn't gonna give you objective. Mid will.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your entire focus.
That's not.
Because I want to bring something up with more offensive play. People don't talk about it because zones is such a finicky mode, especially for more aggressive comps. If you can flip zone once, you buy yourself an extra 20 seconds to work with. You should be playing for zone flips because it keeps you in the game. Because if you flip here, you have another 3 retake attempts, and if 2 of them fail, that's fine. You still have 1 more retake attempt, which is what you need.
Figured it out, by the way. It's yellow.
Fair.
It's yellow. I was right. Shout out yellow.
I like the color value.
here, if you'll notice, like, you had the chance for mid Mystic, you take a second, and you'll jump into Mystic, which, yeah, I'll give you that one. It makes sense, you kind of have to jump.
Yeah.
But this is just so messy, because Mystic, you go into mid late, so the enemy team just gets to shoot you for free.
Yeah.
Ready for you to push in. Yeah, I'll stay in this game.
Do we? Are we the
Yeah,
goat?
no,
we
Just,
do.
just barely.
We're the goat. Yeah. I think
right, I
they're like,
remember this.
never mind, recap it. Okay.
Yeah. And this is fun. Yeah. This is good on fighting. You're forcing them to big actions here, and this is a great collapse. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah, and now you'll just need to be holding the front, if you're jumping up sound. Like, again, I know why, because I know there's so many just mental factors going into it. Y'all need to be in front of their ramp, please. You are killing me here.
Right.
Like, Mystic, where you are is perfect. This is where you want to be. And if you notice, this is where your push is successful.
Okay, I see.
There's also this. I think we've also just like not, like through trying to develop this style, we haven't taken the time to clarify like which parts we want to hold.
Yeah.
Which is why we're giving up that ramp for so free.
It's also just kind of a hard thing to figure out, because it took PS like 2 months to figure out, wait, we need to hold in front of ramp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But hey, fortunately, there are more people who play hyper aggro, so we can yell at you. We can yell at you until you figure it out. Like, here, this entire push is successful. Holy double reef.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a very successful
Oh, this
push.
is so awkward.
Yeah.
We all went down here, and we
This
all
is
went to the
fine.
bottom boat.
Yeah. Like,
But
I don't disagree with everyone jumping in there. It's just, you need to, if you're doing that, you have to define where are we going. Because I want to point out, y'all have very different
probably-
ideas.
This could have worked better if we came from like behind, like the other half of the underground area. I think
Ideally,
kind of where the Tetra is.
happens. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be real, you have 3 people in one position, just say, hey, we're going here, go here. Like, yes, it would be nice if someone could be where the enemy Tetra is, and trying to push on, like, the right side of the map. Yes, it'd be great if you had someone swimming in instead of jumping in, because you'd be able to pincer them. Yes, all of the things. The issue, you have like half a second to figure out what your plan is. You don't have 2 seconds to develop that, because the enemy team knows where you are. Because, like, if y'all notice, the idea to run forward is they're just full commit to it. You just have different focuses and different timings. That's the entire reason this failed. Like, if y'all just said, hey, we're going down, everyone just sent, you would have been fine. Like, let me back up a bit, because I want to see... Because I'm fairly sure what happened was... Yeah, so Mystic goes in, Sand you peek, and then Cheese, you just peek the ledge. And then sure, if you're swimming in, you're fine, you're getting caught up by Forge, that's not your choice. But they see 2 people peek the ledge, and it's after the 52 is pushing, so y'all just kind of get one beat. And you don't have the chance to take a fight on even terms.
Yeah.
How the fight y'all are needing to take is like in disadvantage. Okay. So, yeah. Again, I'm pointing out what Mystic is doing is just forcing. This is the plays you're wanting to do. And then Cheesy following up is good. Because you see how, like, even though Mystic died, which should be a cue to them of, oh hey, we should be pushing in here. Do you notice how they back off?
Yeah.
I replaced Mystic.
It's spooky. They saw Boo on the bottom of the screen and got freaked out.
But, like, y'all
That's what
force
happened.
in, and they do not want to fight, which is what you want to force them to do. Because now you have this space for free, and now you have time, and now you have space to work with. And now stuff like these zips can be a lot more impactful. Because the thing that I've noticed with y'all's zips is you're starting your zips from super back in your spawn. And the issue is your entire team is far back in your spawn. So no one can play off of your zips until your zip is already half over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this zip was able to be instantly played off of, and this is what gets you out. I agree with going forward here, Mystic. This is just a thing of communication and hey, what's the plan here in the future?
I was so unfortunate. I did not mean to die that fighter.
And
I thought it was
happens.
behind the glass. But yeah, it happens.
fine. I don't disagree with forcing there because you just force them away. Yeah, at this point I think y'all are just panicking. Because you're making the right plays because you have to, but it just feels like your focus is all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll just
that's
kind of give them
helpful.
1Vs for free. Okay. So let me show you a PS game, and then I will try to show you, and then I'll try to drag y'all into a PB for a bit, because I want y'all to feel what it feels like to be on the opposite side of a forcing play. This is good enough. Okay. And I'll just 5 ID opening stuff since that doesn't matter. That's just a actually no
Yeah.
I won't. Like I'm wanting to point out with his
Well,
opening.
that's what we've been trying to do.
Fair. I wouldn't worry about opening stuff too much. Like, I'll be real, opening stuff is nice. Opening stuff also doesn't matter that much, because you can lose like all of your openings and still win games. I'd worry on
Yeah.
setting up your fundamentals for now. Look, I'm going to point something out. You'll notice I'm forced all the way into their space, and they now have to deal with me or risk the chance of being one shot. In them having that deal with me, this sets up my teammates. This is what you're wanting to do. Because this entire opening that they had to choose the actions that they did, or die.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we go even, this is fine, we trade out Stamper. This is fine, trade goes for zone, this is fine. If you notice, the shot and blast, because they're trying to force a fight with me, have to move now because Tormy is there. Tormy gets 1 kill, I pick up the second. And now the edit has to keep shooting at us. It runs out of charge and now it has to keep moving. Or here, Tormy going under this ledge, they have to respond to what the fuck she's doing.
Yeah.
These
Shout
are
out
the
to
plays
Tormy.
you're wanting to do. Because the second the team has to react to something, you have the advantage. When you aren't making them deal with plays of, okay, you're either doing this or dying, suddenly it's not as threatening. Because, like, I'm going to point out, do you notice that the blaster got by Tormy? Just because they were smart where they went? Excuse me. Tormy's play is very forcing because it forces people off the ledge. So they now have to pick an action. The blaster in this case picks the right action, and I will give credit where it's due. But do you notice how it has to be responding to what we're doing? This blaster has no say over what is happening in the general game state. These are the plays you want to set up with more aggressive comps. And like here, we notice the Stamper is just in a really weak spot. We just force it. And I want you to point out, because the enemy blaster does a smart thing of forcing us to react. The issue is wanting to fight PS on equal terms, which you don't want to do. But the blaster runs in and forces us to pick an action. We choose to fight, we win the fight, that's fine. But they still have the right idea. Alright, here, me running in, I want to point out, it forces them to pick an action, because they either focus me, focus Tormy, or jump back out. They focus me, and look at the slaughter that Tormy gets for free.
Wow. Yeah.
Shout out Tormy.
Like, if you want to know a good chunk of the magic that happens with PS and how we play, it's because we have someone running. Like, how we play is you have to respond to what the fuck we're doing, because if you don't respond, you're going to die.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me drag y'all into a PB. Real quick, because I want to show y'all what it feels like to both make and be on the opposite end of a forcing play. Because
One sec. I'll be like 2 seconds.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming this is a challenge, so hooray. I can mash the A button.
Back.
Okay.
Oh my god, is there a tournament?
Hmm?
There's a Tri-Strike Tuesday. There's like everyone's online right now.
Oh.
That would make sense.
Hurry up and join so I can be lazy.
Oh, is it the Div
I'm
3?
hopping in.
TST?
I'm hopping in.
Is it the Div 3 TST? Or did I already do that? I can't remember.
I don't pay attention to tournaments. I just play them.
That's fair. I would do the same thing.
Oh yeah. Oh right. Forgot. I think Zoe's team is doing a tryout right now. That's why I see a bunch of people in. TVs.
Fair. Okay, there we go.
Stan, why are you on E-Leader?
I'm not on E-Leader.
We don't
You
question
literally
it.
just were. You had the triple glasses on.
No.
Okay. So
Yes,
Uh,
I want y'all to chill on your flat. And then we'll just force into y'all on hunt. It's not ideal because force it with a team, which is, you know, this is the real nightmare if you'll remember. So you remember forcing plays,
You
but
gonna get a quad?
no. I'm sorry with how
Oh.
my earlier practice was going. There's no way. Also, y'all have like all of the tools to shut down my shield before I can get a quad.
Wait for me.
Okay. So I want to show the difference, because this is like the difference in what y'all's plays feel like. If y'all can be on your flat, because this is literally what it feels like. So like we're saying is, it feels like y'all are staying from here and saying we're going to go in. Y'all can shred the shield super easily. Like, I can restart
Yeah.
if y'all want to shred shield and see how fast you can break, because that's about how quickly you can kill
Okay.
someone. Yeah. So that's the main difference. Yes, this is a forcing play because you have to act. You don't have to act instantly. In contrast, what do you do about a shield up here? Like, yes,
Well, that's
I
a
know
bad
that is
example.
the yes, because I'm not trying to play for kills. But y'all can see.
But
the
it's more
difference. Like, if y'all go further back on your flat, because realistically, most people are not up there. Because the difference is, like, where y'all are now is where most people will play. If I shield from here, y'all can push into me, and now suddenly my shield is meaningless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can run at you, and then you die.
You
Oh my
stop
gosh.
killing him.
It's
Sorry,
fine.
no bad, no bad, no bad.
It's okay. He had a beacon up.
Yeah.
Why are you guys playing objective?
I
Get
don't
back here.
know, Yeah. But I want to show you just a difference of when you're
Alright.
up on flat
Yeah.
and why the play is that much more threatening. Like, if you are any further back, because these are the, like, where y'all are now is the correct position. If I'm starting from here, this is where things get really messy, because now you have to respond. Congrats, you're winning a 1v4 versus set.
Yippee!
But y'all see how that is suddenly much
Hooray!
more threatening.
It's a lot more
Oh.
immediate. Like, it's interface. We
'Cause-
have to play it.
Yeah. And the fun thing is, if y'all want, I can run it by you one-on-one, because y'all can see how much harder it is when you don't have an entire team.
Right.
Because if one of y'all
Do
are...
Do you guys
kind of
want to
like-
do
Huh?
some 2v2 practice just to?
I
I'd be
wouldn't
down.
do 2v2s. I get the idea, I would just run the full 4.
Stop
The-
killing Infa.
Stop killing an in.
So, kind of what I'm getting out of this is like, I don't know, like, let's say,
God.
Bad Mystic.
It's
Listen,
fine.
I'm sorry.
No,
It
it's
was a
fine.
good
I don't
play.
mind
Everyone-
having it moving, so...
Okay, everyone come over to Plat. The Infos Plat.
Oh,
the
you can
ramp.
just this way. This way's our universal and recon.
Oh, yeah.
True.
So, if you're trying to, like, clear this check,
Mhm.
the idea is that instead of starting the push from back here, like, if I wanted to pop zip and, like, push in on
Yes.
off that, I would want to start it. I would move in with the team, then pop
And
it
then you
here,
can pop
and then
there.
do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other thing is, instead of playing from, like, back here, because this is where y'all would be... Holy...
Ever suck.
But I have to swim all the way back in, so... Okay. But, like, instead of starting all the way, back there, because y'all would be starting from back there, and the thing is, you're trying to poke me out up here. you weren't just trying to fight up here. Because the thing is, like Santana, if you're, holy shit, can I not exist
that
for
was
2
cat
seconds?
Chill out. Let's info talk.
But like Santana,
Sorry,
if you can
sorry.
try to poke me out, I want you to see how easy I can wall you out. Because the thing is, y'all would be doing that effectively. And I can push back into you. Yes, this is with Kent. The thing is, one-on-one, if y'all don't shoot shield, Santana, I want you to just push into me alone. I want you to see how rough this is, because now I just get to shoot at you for free.
Yeah.
Like, that's the main difference. Because if y'all are making your presence known here, that's fine. If you're making your presence known here, you're saying we're defending here.
Right.
Because, like, if you want to stay there, Sam, and I need to push into you, that's suddenly hell.
Right.
Because now you just get that back up.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
But it's like, if y'all are playing for offense, play for offense. You play to get up here and then start fighting. You need to force me to pick an action.
Can I push into you?
Go for it. I won't want you to just make it easier. Wait, now I need to pick an action. Of, okay, I'm wanting to fight you. That's the main difference. And there's multiple ways to push in. Why did that not be my... Oh, it's ramp shenanigans, right. Because, like, y'all can also push from here, which is a forcing action. You can pair forcing actions with forcing actions.
Question.
So, like,
Does chipping someone count as a forcing action?
Yes, but that's because you're already in range and they have to respond to you being in range.
Okay, but I was thinking more like, sometimes I'll fizzy someone, and I see if they take damage, I'll run in.
Yeah,
and,
that's a forcing action because you're in range to
Okay.
shoot them. Like,
Okay.
if
It's
you're
more
in
like when I'm
range to
out of
shoot-
range. Like if I'm up here and you're over there, you're out of my range. I'll throw a fizzy.
You're still throwing a fizzy with the
And-
intent to fight me.
Okay.
You are in range. Why are we breaking the beacons? I was wanting to do something before getting asked the question. Boyd, Mystic and Sand, if you two can go to where those beacons are, in push, you suddenly have 2 forcing actions going on at once. So if you push in, there are 2 forcing actions and I have to commit to 1. And most teams
Right.
don't know what to do about that. I'm sorry, that's just... But I really think that's the main thing. I'll go to one more stage and call it since... I didn't realize I had gone so in-depth on the first game, which I'm not sorry for. It's important. It's another good stage for very forcing plays. You know, Brian is a good one.
I'm back on track.
Steel
True.
Tail Tower.
But I want to start dragging y'all to different stages. We don't
Okay.
need to all be on opposite
Oh,
teams
make-
now.
You may. Oh, yeah, okay. This is a good
Nice, Ann.
example.
Hi, Hawk.
We win this, right?
No,
Suddenly, Sam becomes a drag queen.
Are we on this team so we can't kill Infa? Literally 1980. My bad. I was
This is so
just throwing
sad. I'm depressed.
yeah, let's just kill our coach repeatedly over and over and over again.
No, I
Yeah.
wasn't, like, I'm sorry. I'm just.
No,
I
you're fine.
get-
Like, typically I don't care, it's just I'm on time limit right now. Normally I'll just laugh about stuff.
You're fair. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. That's totally fair.
But I want to talk on this stage. Because this stage is very easy if you play for forcing plays. And there's a very clear difference, even though it's going to feel so small. So I'm going to place 2 beacons. So where these 2 beacons are, if you start from the leader beacon, you've made it super obvious where you are, and it's no longer a forcing play. Because if I'm up here, I can respond to you. If you wait till you're further up, that's way harder to respond to. And another
Yeah.
obvious thing is that, well, it's hard to get up there, you just go here. And you just close the gap. Admittedly, this beacon's a little close up, but that's how small the difference feels. Because if you reveal here, this is super easy to deal with.
I really like to stand
Right.
here in like these positions. I like being on this little
Yeah, which is
thingy.
fine for defense, and if you're holding, just not so much for
Yeah.
offense. Anyways,
Yeah,
Mystic,
okay.
I'm gonna give you a challenge. Stan, I want you to stand here, just because I want to show you all the difference of forcing actions. So, Mystic, I want you to push into Sand from here.
So I'm gonna run at Santana.
Full intent to kill, full intent to just try to take space. I want you to see how hard it is. Congrats, you traded. This isn't in your favor anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
You
you
do
do
not-
not want to
yeah.
trade.
I tried.
Have at it.
My weapon cheap. Like it.
Alright,
Like it.
go cheese go. Try to kill
Okay.
Santana Rain.
But y'all notice how this isn't instant. Like, you're giving them
Yeah.
time to respond. Yes, in this situation, you're able to get the kill. If any other teammate comes into play, you just explode.
Yeah.
Or I can give another example of a forcing play. Okay, we can stop on killing each other for 2 seconds, I promise.
Oh my god.
Please.
Sorry.
You're fine.
We think it's
But like another forcing play, and I just want to show a difference. If y'all can go onto your stack.
Oh, I have a Syndicu set I signed up for.
What?
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 Okay.
I forgot I did that.
Well, good thing we're ending soon. But I want to just talk about another forcing play.
Yeah.
Because I see people like to stand up here sometimes, and yes, I can poke it flat. This doesn't make you pick an action, you're just aware I'm here, and you just have to keep it in the back of your mind. In contrast, if I'm going here and pushing you, you now have to respond to what I'm doing. And it's no
Right.
longer fun. Just for the sake of... Let's fuck around and have both sides practicing it. Mystic and Cheese, can you two come over here? For 2 seconds, I promise, I will
Sorry.
let you kill each
Sorry,
other
got in
in
my
2
way.
seconds. So for Sand and Shark, I want you all to start from here.
Oh my god, Mystic.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
For what?
Okay, let's stop.
Be
let's stop,
gone.
let's stop, let's
No,
stop.
go to Cheese. Be gone.
Oh, okay. I'm over here.
Alright, where am I going?
So I want you all to start from here and just try to push in a hold versus where Mystic and Cheese are. Because I want you all to see it's very hard to push in, and they don't have to respond to what you're doing. So like literally from where you two are. Just try to fight in. In this case, it'll yeah. Y'all see how they have time to respond to what you're doing, and it's not okay. You have to instantly fight back or die.
Mhm.
Y'all can stop trying
Yeah.
to kill each other for 2 seconds. We need to jump back in. I want to.
I thought the kill each other there.
Oh my god,
It
Mystic,
was,
you just tried to kill
but-
me again.
I didn't. I hit you twice.
We get
It
it.
takes
I
missed.
see that
times
you're,
to kill
you're
you.
bloodthirsty. Just wait for 2 seconds and you can try to kill them again. Shark, if you can come here, I want you to come here with Sand and force onto them on flat. And see how much more forcing of a fight that is. Also, how much easier it is.
Alright, 3,
Going
2,
over?
1.
Because now they have to respond to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And these are the plays you're wanting to do.
Cheese you're throwing.
You can have it. You can have it the jump-ins, by the way. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
have
that makes sense.
questions in regards to this though, since I literally haven't gone in as much
It's
depth as I
it's
would have
just
liked
it's just
to.
getting as far forward as you can before you start actually making their play. Because if you
Not
start your play from too
always,
far
though.
back, it's a little too passive and it gives them time to
But-
react.
That is how it ends up shaking out, but that's not always true. Because here's the
Okay.
thing. It's just as much a forcing play from here, like where I'm standing here, and where the
Yeah.
beacon is it is if I start from here. Like, both of these are equally forcing plays. If something is on flat, you have to respond to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's making
It's
sure
more
you're
it's more into the so what I just said, but more in relation to where you are pushing rather than where you are starting.
Yes. Like, it's
Okay.
you have to be close enough to make them realize, hey, if you don't do something, you're going to die.
Mhm.
It should be, okay, I am here, you now need to respond. Because, like, I can give another example from here to things on Snipe. If any of y'all have held Snipe before, like where Shark is now, if something is here, you know you have to pick an action. Because if you don't, you just explode.
Yeah.
This is a forcing action, and me going here is even more forcing. Because if you slow down in your response,
I
to that-
am being yelled at in Syndicu, so I have to disappear.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Bye, Mystic.
They're
When you're
haters.
Get out of here, Mystic. I do have like one final question though. How? I mean, obviously, getting in closer makes an action more forcing, but how does like a weapon's range like play into that? Like, I can like burst bomb vertical like from really far away, and I can like make people
So-
respect that.
Okay, so this is the way that I wait, just to give an example. I do not care about. I don't care about the time lapse. I still need to change that one day. So like, yes, you can kill someone from here. Yes, you could
There's a lot taken here. Like, I'm guessing a forcing play against an elite leader is a lot different than a forcing play against a shot.
I know, because you're forcing the enemy team to react. Like, the same play is going to force you to react. It's just they're going to have different reactions. This is the rule I kind of have. You want to be doing an action where they are going to die, like, anywhere from 50 to 70% of the time, if not higher.
Okay.
So, yes, being here... Actually, here, I'm going to drag you back into a PB real quick. Because I want to show you the difference. What's a good and open stage? Crab leg is perfect. Okay. Oh, y'all don't all need to be in.
Not in anyways.
Okay. Well, actually, here, I'll put myself against all of y'all, just because I don't want y'all to feel what it's like to be on the opposite end. The reason I kind of give that rule of thumb is, if you can kill but it's a little inconsistent, yes, they have to, like, react. They don't have to react strongly. So, like, the main reason I was pushing y'all to go in closer, and for, like, the small examples I did, you were so close, is they have to respond quickly, and they have to respond strongly.
Okay.
So, here. Y'all mind if I...
Is that why you keep pushing me to go for the melee?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so I want to give an example. So I cannot actually arc burst over these grates. I forgot these grates were a thing. So like if I'm here, yes, I can, like, on paper kill you. Do you see how you don't have to react very strongly to what I'm doing, though? Like,
right.
Yes, it's annoying. Yes, you have to deal with it. It's not as threatening. I want to give a comparison. If I'm here, you now need to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
This is if it's where I'm positioning, I can't see you at all in that case. Means I can't shoot you.
Yeah.
Which is scary to me.
It's a small difference of, yes, I can kill you from here. Which is what matters. I can't kill you consistently. I can kill you very consistently from here, and I'm sure you're feeling the, like, reaction of you want to move away. Or
yeah.
in.
Okay,
These
so
are the forcing plays you want.
Theoretically, if I got super consistent at, like, doing that,
No.
that would be really forcing plays. No?
Okay, I want you to try doing that to me again. Like, because here's the thing. Forcing plays need to interrupt what I'm wanting to do naturally, right? So if I see you go for it, I'm going to show you the reaction I would do naturally.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm not being forced to do something different or die. Also, if you want to try for that again, because you can be as consistent as you want, I'm going to show you something. So do it again. I can respond. Like, you can't be consistent because you have to wait for burst.
Right. Okay.
Also, the reason why I was pushing you for, like, the one-shot, if I am doing this is suddenly very forcing. Even if you just see me going in, it's now, okay, I'm in range to one-shot you. You have to move or die.
Okay, gotcha.
It's also why, I don't know if this was with you or with someone else. I was pushing you to position here, which is like your mid-range. Because your mid-range is very consistent, and you have to respond to what I'm doing. Because if I start doing this, you don't have a choice but to respond or die.
Okay, gotcha.
Because in comparison, if you want to jump back in, and then I'll shift over to dealing with Almajo's group. Like, if I'm from back here, do you see how you don't have to respond? Like, if I'm here, I'm an annoyance. The little difference. I'm here, I'm very much so an annoyance. But you see how you don't have to respond to me, right?
Right, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
Now, if I'm here, this is a little more than an annoyance.
I have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's what you're wanting to play for.
Okay, gotcha.
Does that also somewhat answer your question, Shark? Of, like, throwing a Fizzy into it?
Yeah.
Like, with Tier 2 and Tier 3 Fizzy, I'd say it is very forcing because you have to move because of Fizzy. Because Fizzy is kind of a cheating weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Also, I will say the same thing goes for Yoshi's with Bucket.
But I do a lot to force people out of ledges, and I guess this is also kind of a forcing play. I don't know if there's a great ledge for this to be an example of that I can get to right now, but I would just pop it here and I'd have it drop right on top of them, which forces them to get out from underneath ledges and stuff like that.
Yes, that's a good example of a forcing play. Compared to like an annoyance, which I can give an example of, it's like if I throw a burst bomb. Yes,
Yeah,
it's going to chip you. Yes, it'll be annoying. It's not. You need to move or die.
Yeah, because that's like, yeah.
Also, if you want to know the difference between like good and bad zips and why.
So wait, is that why lethal bombs are so OP? Because they're all just forcing plays.
Yeah and no. Lethal bombs are good because you have to respond to it. They aren't OP though because of a lot of reasons. I don't want to get into this discussion. I do not have the time though. This is the last thing I'll leave y'all off with though, because this is like the pattern. This is the principle between like behind zip. Because if I zip to here, I'm an annoyance. If I zip to here, this is forcing.
Good to shoot that.
That's fair. I'm being tempted to shoot it. Like y'all know the difference just from me going up there. Of okay, I'm an annoyance. You want to look at me? To I am here. You have to respond to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why some zip plays work and why some don't. It's also why, like, with zip you want to mix the plays. Because if you're just forcing, it's not going to end well because you just explode.
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say like that makes it like so much more difficult.
Like, I
Yeah.
think my Zipcasters have definitely improved a lot since I started playing Flush Deco more, because I hadn't played it in competitive for a really long time when I started playing it again. I think I've gotten a lot better at it, but, like, it's a lot of risk-reward management with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is, like, the principles that go behind this is it a forcing play, or is it, I'm going to be an annoyance if you don't look at me? Because, like, Shark, the small zip I did against you picking up a rain, you could feel the difference of, this zip is a instant threat to...
Like, realistically,
This
if you
is
zipped
doing
me, if I was
this.
pulling Rainmaker up and you zipped me on the grates, I would just do this. Or try and drop for the grates.
Yeah.
That's my
Which
only
makes
option,
sense.
right?
Yeah, but like, when I zip behind you, it's, okay, you know what I'm doing, you're not too afraid.
Yeah. I'm very, like, I know a lot about Zipcaster, even though I never played with Zipcaster weapon, because teams I used to scrim, there's like 3 teams I scrim like every fucking day, and they all had Zipcaster, like really good Zipcaster players. One of my old teammates, who I ended up scoring a lot because he ended up going into a team that was like around our level, was like Mech's insane Stamper player that just had none of the other fundamentals in the game. So all he would do is just play to take fights, and that's all he could do.
That's what we love to hear. And it's just
And
anything
I
else
just,
y'all want
yeah.
to quickly shove into the recording.
Okay.
If not, I will kill the recording and then go pass around my Joe to add me to the group chat.
I think I'm good. You can go talk to them. I've got coaching with Girl Boss tomorrow, so I can
okay.
bring up any specific questions.
Ooh, yay! You're finally talking to them.
Yeah.
Sam, Cheese, either of you? Anything you want to shove into the recording or any questions?
Oh no, I mean I think you covered it all. I think.
Okay.
I mean, just focusing on forcing plays and like playing off of them. I think that's a really good place to leave us off at.